My name is Scott Blank. I'm the IT director at Corporate Environments in Atlanta. We're an office furniture and architectural products dealer. We had no way to work on a common system with our main vendor, so it was always having to email a master file back and forth who had the current copy and who didn't have the current copy, making changes to the files, making sure everybody had it. Box allowed us to open the files directly in the web browser and edit Excel files to make changes. This was great for our sales force because I didn't have to really teach them to download the file, make the changes, and re-upload the file, which is just a lot of steps. SharePoint kind of seemed like overkill for what we wanted to do, so Box.net looked like a really good fit, and it looked like it was something that would be easy to use, that I could roll out to a sales force and get them to take advantage of. With Box.net, the subcontractors and corporate environments were exchanging files simply and quickly, and we've seen the time from job completion, the average time from job completion to invoicing with several of our subcontractors go from over a week to 3 days. So our accounting department is thrilled with this, and obviously when we can invoice faster, we get the money faster, it's money straight to the bottom line. What I like about Box.net is that everybody can kind of approach it and see a way that it will work for them. The project managers have to go out into the field usually with big paper plots of the floor plans or the projects that they're working on, whether they need to go out and do measurements or whether they need to go out and do a punch at the end of a job to see what needs to be repaired or fixed or what might be missing. Rather than having to come back to the office, get these paper plots and take out and mark them up and bring them back, we can just upload PDFs for them to Box. They can open them out in the field on the iPad, and they can immediately just start marking up on the iPad what they're seeing out in the field. They can save it back to Box. We get it in the office. There was no paper handoff. There was no having to travel here or travel there to get the drawings. The project managers are really excited about what they can potentially do with this. The groups functionality has been helpful because we have our internal company and we have access to all the folders in Box.net, but our subcontractors only have rights to their folders or any projects they might be working on with us. So I just create a group for that subcontractor, create groups for our internal users, and then I can just set security rights from a group perspective. And it saves me a lot of hassle from trying to remember who belongs where from a user perspective and just assign them to the company groups. We love Box.net because it brings a small company like ours into sort of the big hoopla about cloud computing. I mean, working in IT, I see the reality of cloud computing, but Box.net really delivers on that promise. I don't have to roll out as much internally from a back-end standpoint. I can give my users access to anything wherever they are, simply, easily, and mobile, and it just really delivers on what the promise of cloud computing is.